There we go. Hello, everybody. Trying out some new things here. Ooh. How's it going? This thing wants to stay. Maybe, sorta. There we go. Now it doesn't want to stay all of a sudden. There we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Andrew Pinero here. Trying something a little new now. This is the new kind of games in store, or not games and storms anymore. The Gaming Forecast Live kind of area. Meg's in the back there. There we go. Now I can see the live part. Cool. That looks all good there. Awesome. All right, Raymond, thank you for joining. Yes, the AC unit is most definitely running right now because it is. Let's drop to 74 degrees at the moment, but it was about 80 earlier today. Raymond, what was the temperature up by you? And also, the drink of the night. This is a little bit of a leftovers, leftover Jameson from St. Patrick's Day, a little bit of leftover Grand Marnier, and some Coke. So cheers, everybody. Of course, in a Star Wars cup. See, Delvin, hello. How are you doing? Raymond, I can't see your comment because it's partially blocked by a heart emoji button. Thank you both for joining. Star Wars themed. I hope you enjoyed the Star Wars film, the short film I had. If you didn't get to watch it, feel free to watch it. About 3 minutes long. And also, this is something that just came in today. So this is from another YouTuber, Hacksmith. They made these little mini lightsabers. So I'm going to try and turn down the lights. Hey Siri, turn lights off. The lights turn down now. And let's see if it glows. So it is a real lightsaber, as they say. And this one is turning a brilliant red for the Dark Edition Sith. You kind of see the emitter actually glows red there. And the flame turns red after just a little bit. But it's supposed to be the closest thing we have right now to a real lightsaber. Hey Siri, turn lights on. Cool, and looks like we're back. How's it going? I think I need to zoom in quite a bit. Here we go. Whew. Liking the later light. Too much heat. 77 degrees, buddy. Wow. Yeah, it's I can't tell if it's the clouds or if it's just that the haze coming over the evening sky right now. It looks like it's clear with some haze right now. Need a cat to entertain the weather people. Actually, I don't think I've ever shared this yet, but the cat that we had has passed away. We were cat sitting for 18 months, so almost 2 years. And then when we were moving out, we gave the cat back, and then shortly after that, cat passed away. That was my little buddy named Tesla. But we do have another cat in the family, so we'll see. Her name's Zara. We'll see if she ever comes up our way. Okay. It could be from the stress from moving, because also the cat was old. The cat was 13 going on 14, which I had no idea how long cats live, but apparently that was old for a cat. All right. So let us begin. After I plug in, I forgot the laptop is on battery. Laptop is the main thing going on right now. Now we should be good. Pull a 9 to 4 watts. Do it there. Okay. Zoom back into the chat so I can actually see. But the PlayStation 5 actually throws off quite a bit of heat, and in a small room it gets very hot. And also the Meg doesn't like humidity. She likes to be comfortable. Okay. Let's get that. Dude. Right. Let's begin. Oh, why is it on that page? Seems to have frozen for a second. Hang on here. There we go. Now we're back. That's where it's supposed to be. All right. So just starting off again as usual in the New York City area to start, and then spreading out a little bit. The National Weather Service always puts out these weather briefs. And it looks like we have some showers early with an isolated thunderstorm expected in the morning, with improving conditions late into the morning. It was warm today. It's not going to be as warm going into tomorrow. So that heat has to break somehow. And it looks like that heat will be breaking with some thunderstorms going into the morning there. There we go. Now I can actually see myself. Temps rise to the upper 70s, low 80s in New York City and west, with upper 60s and low 70s further east. There's a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. So basically, tomorrow is going to be a bit of a stormy day. Not complete stormy day, but on and off. And we'll look at that when we get to the forecast models. And yes, that is correct, Raymond. I was mentioned starting at the New York City level. because you're the one that always says, hey, we're not from the New York City area. Also, that image there they have of the simulated radar at 8 a.m. Quite a lot happening there. All right, so let's see what we got here. Coastal flood, and a hazardous weather outlook a little bit more northwest. Let's see what it says. Showers and embedded thunderstorms are in the forecast for tonight. Storms not expected to go severe. Thunderstorms Wednesday are expected to be isolated. A few may contain damaging wind gusts and hail. There is a marginal risk. Hey, there it is, what you said, Raymond. There is a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. And now, let's head on over to the Storm Prediction Center. I'm already on the day 2. Day 1. So this is just the little garden variety thunderstorms for tonight. Again, no severe. In the Northeast, it's very rare to get a severe storm happening overnight. Here, there's the marginal risk you were talking about. Yes, you are. Which, there we go. New York City, Albany, Boston, all marginal. Woo. But just taking a peek outside of our area, take a look at that enhanced risk. Let's switch it on over to some tornado. That is not insignificant, I would call that. So that is something that we are going to definitely watch as thunderstorm lovers here and just severe weather lovers. But anyway, back to categorical for tomorrow. It looks like marginal for the Northeast in general. Once you get very far into Maine, some parts of New York, Pennsylvania, they're just general thunderstorms. But for the most part, the more populated areas it looks like it's actually going to be is the marginal risk. So that means there could be a potential for some severe weather. Yeah, exactly. So it does happen, but it's not often to see that. For the wind gusts, as they mentioned, we are still in that same area for wind gusts. Hail, still same area. So some of these storms, you gotta be just keep an eye to the sky, is what I would say. Skip that. Nothing in the Atlantic. What do you know? Ooh. So on the radar right now, fairly clear. And I don't know if the National Weather Service has done something on the back end, but their radar has felt a little smoother for me the past week. All right, now let's take a look at some satellite. Ooh. Trying to toggle in the radar. I don't want the composite radar right there. There we go. Take a look at that satellite. We are on shortwave infrared. So there's that little haziness. So what I was saying I was seeing earlier, that's what it looks like what we're seeing now, that leading edge of clouds on the radar there. What did you say? The last comment there. It's missing velocity, and yes. You're talking about the National Weather Service radar, right? Yeah, it is missing. If that's what you're talking about, unless you're talking about the your previous comment. The National Weather Service radar, yeah, it's not the advanced. It's just composite reflectivity. Losing my mouse. There we go. All right, let's take a look here. This is probably going to be our main player there as it makes its way and kind of pushes through the northeast. That cold front, when was this issued? Tuesday at 10:37 Z. So this is definitely outdated. Cold air has come and gone. And then we definitely had some southerly flow there. All right. I'm happy with the high risk last night. Wasn't worst case scenario. Yes, that is true. All right, now to the good old tropical tidbits, and starting off with the GFS and we're on the 12Z. 12Z May 10th. Oh, sorry, I looked the wrong. Initialized 18Z. Go back to 6. There we go. Restart that. So again, the GFS is not going to be the most precise for this, because if it is going to be fairly isolated for tomorrow and even overnight tonight, it's not really going to show up on this kind of weather map. But it looks like, as I've heard everybody say on the news this week, fairly unsettled rest of the week. The only little gap it has, maybe right there, which is Thursday morning, and then Thursday afternoon brings more. Friday brings some more. Saturday midday maybe okay, but to start the day, Saturday, and then to end the day, Saturday, not so much. It's a very unsettled pattern going for the next little bit there. So that's the GFS. Let's take a look at the Euro now. Now, this is showing a little bit more of those isolated storms. Now, it actually looks like the Euro is a bit more north with the pop-up storms there. If we compare, zoom in a little bit more, but if we compare that look with the heavier rain heading up to you in Albany, compared to here, this was extending. Yeah, it was still a bit more north into the Hudson Valley, but extending through New York City and south of New York City, going to the Jersey Shore. Compared to here, not really touching anything with the Jersey Shore, but staying more up north. Maybe even going into Binghamton. Meg is laughing her heart out. Mm-hmm. That's your unsettled going into the rest of the week. How'd you know, Raymond? All right, switching over to the icon now. So we are getting a little bit higher resolution here. Oh, my DualSense controller has disconnected. It's not really showing anything for the overnight hours. Maybe there, yeah. That is 9Z. It looks like it. So same thing. It clears out for the afternoon, but behind it, it brings in more southerly flow, so warmer weather. I mean, we're not seeing too much in terms of detail there. That we'll get with the higher resolution models. Yeah, there's that little gap later in the day Wednesday. And then more rain again later in the day Thursday. Going into Friday. Saturday is a little bit of a different picture here. Saturday starts off pretty nice, it looks like here. And then overnight Saturday into Sunday, some more rain. That's the end. Ooh, I'm on the 120. Switch that to the 12Z to get 180 hours. Monday looks pretty good there. I think it was the same thing on this. Go out to Monday. This was showing a little bit more isolated shower chance on the GFS, a little bit more north. But then on the icon, Monday looked fairly clear. Quickest sounding with New York City and Albany when you use NAM 3 kilometer. I want to see how overdone it is. Oh, okay. Not there yet. NAM 12 kilometer first. Okay. So overnight, there's the little pop-ups there. A bit more steady. Coming in at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. until the afternoon there, so 2 p.m. It's out of the New York City area, for the most part out of New York in general. Still going to be over Massachusetts and Boston for you. Clears out. And I think this will be just about... Oh, there we go. Thursday afternoon brings some more going into Friday. Going through the first part of the day on Saturday, which was kind of opposite of what the previous forecast model was showing. This thing is just sliding on me. Let me try something here real quick. All right, that should be a little bitter. All right, what'd you say? Little low is the name trying to spin it up into the tropical system. Yes, that low. Let's see. Well, that's as far out as the NAM goes. But that, yeah, that is quite a low pressure system that it's spinning up there. I don't know if technically they can call it a tropical system at that point because it's not developed in the tropics. All right, so now, Raymond, we are going to go to the 3-kilometer NAM. And let's see what it's doing. So it looks like here, I'm popping up some stuff at around 6-7Z. Okay. So that's the overnight. And there's the line. Ooh, right there. That line right there. I would say let's pop up a sounding maybe right there. There's the sounding for you, Raymond. Anything in specific you wanted to look at? Most unstable cape is 143 joules per kilogram. Sin? No sin. So there's nothing inhibiting the growth of these storms. It's blue. Oh, never mind. I'll zoom in a little bit. Why does it show 0 cape when there's thunderstorms in the forecast? So, mean level cape, and I forgot what SB cape meant. So those are at specific levels, I think, but so what the forecast model is, it always gives the MU, or the most unstable cape. That means out of the entire volume, the plume of air that it's measuring, the most unstable cape is 143 joules per kilogram, which is pretty small, but there is something there that can cause a little pop-up, it looks like. I don't know why this is doing this to me all of a sudden. Kurt. Okay, there we go. Surface base, okay. Tomorrow cape. Yeah, this is tomorrow morning. This was 11Z specifically. We advance 1 to 12Z. Let's say up by you, there's a little spot there that looks interesting. There's some more cape. No surface. 1. I've never seen just 1 before. 1 joule per kilogram of mean level cape. Most unstable cape, though, is 248. A little bit more. Pretty high relative humidity, too. Yeah, especially if you just look at the temperature and the dew point there. It's pretty much right on top of each other. From the surface until about, it looks like the 375 millibar level. Or on this, as the more sciencey part, the hectopascals. Yes, that is a bit pathetic. But it's something enough that could stir up some thunderstorms here and there. I rewound this a little bit to 8Z. But there is a line right here on the Pennsylvania, New York, kind of where Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York all meet. Let me point right in there. Nothing much. Surface base 0. Mean level 25. Most unstable 121. This has a little bit of sin in it. Probably right in these little bumps there. The one I'm kind of concerned with, let me go back to 12Z for work. 12Z, there we go. For work in the morning. Oh, there we go. I found your number. 1,000 joules per kilogram. Mean level 141. Nothing surface based. Mean level sin is 65. Negative 65, I guess you could say. But that's much better. Let's cape for tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a look. This is all the morning. So I guess there's very spotty areas for those thunderstorms. And I happened to click on one that was right in the thunderstorm. All right, so let's see. Tomorrow afternoon. 18, 19. Oh, there's a little line right there. Click right on here. What are we at? 19Z tomorrow. Right in there. Not bad, not bad. 554 most unstable with very little sin. Oh wow, it gets pretty dry aloft. Above that 600 millibar level. Let's advance this a little bit. Stay right there in Connecticut. No, thank you. Sin. Nope. The Apple S lady keeps activating on something I'm saying. I'm wondering if it's sin. Nope. Oh. Why is the atmosphere sinning? Sin. DIN. Convective inhibitions. Inhibitions. No? Okay. What'd you say? Almost a classic. Loaded gun sounding if we had the red line closer. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even look at this yet. Hang on. What we got? Oh, only 80. Yeah, so it looks like the morning was going to be worse. If I go back, it was right there. Yeah, 11Z. Oh, I forgot what time frame I did before. 12Z. Go right in there. Nope, that's not that. Go right in here. There's 1,000. 1,080. We're at 1080p in terms of the weather. All right, so there's the overall sounding, which is pretty moist. This is probably why nothing at the surface, but mean level and most unstable. It's pretty moist where the dew point and temperature lines are close together up until about 200 millibar. That's pretty high up in the atmosphere there. That's quite interesting. This has all been from the 3 kilometer NAM. Quickly go through the HRRR here. It starts bringing some things in around 9Z. There's some pretty intense storms going through there. So this is at 11Z, not even 12Z. Let me go back into there. That is 118 for most unstable. 103 for mean level sin, so that almost cancels each other out. How about up in here? Not much there. Let me go up 1. 12Z. That's gotta be something right there. 74. No, really. But again, it's still that very humid profile all the way up through the atmosphere until about that 200 millibar level. Which is basically the top of the troposphere. Because temperature throughout the troposphere itself will be decreasing as we increase height until you get to the stratosphere. Then the stratosphere increases temperature as you increase in height. And then the tropopause is right at that boundary there. So 200 millibar, that's right where the tropopause would be. So that's in the boundary between the troposphere and the stratosphere. So very interesting. There's 4 concurrent viewers right now. You're in person. So very interesting. And what was the last one? Oops. Go away, Ed. That was just temperature. So interesting. Why was there something? What'd you say? Why was there a red box? Oh, I was trying to zoom and I clicked by accident. So this is something with tropical tidbits I do kind of like. Like this entire area. I can put a box around this area and it can give a sounding that's averaging the area. So let's do a little bit smaller there. So this is going to be an average sounding that shows the median, the extreme low, or I forget what percent it does. Like a 1% low and a 1% high, something like that. So this is the average for this area. So 85. Actually, let me go back to the 3-kilometer NAM. I think was right there. Let me just see if that was 1,000. Yeah, that was 1,080 for that one spot. Let me do an average across this area here. It's 242. So yeah, it looks like it's very isolated in the morning. I just happen to know the exact spot to click on there to get that really high, at least high compared to everything else, cape. I know that's not high in terms of severe weather in general, but compared to everything else that's like 100, that is pretty high. Yeah, I was just trying to pinch and zoom in on a second display. Cool. So it looks like we have a pretty unstable week ahead. Yes, 500 to 1,000 is enough for severe. That is true. So that's why they probably put that marginal risk, nothing more, because most of the area is around that 1 to 200. But that one specific spot of the sounding that I clicked on showed 1,000, which is definitely capable of severe weather and hail and stuff like that, which is one of the criteria for severe. So that was very interesting to look at. All right, and I think right now we're going to have a short break as I transition to gaming. And Raymond, our favorite, our little ad spot for radios. All right. Switch back over here. Okay. So overall, it looks like the next couple of days is going to be very interesting, where there is that severe potential for tomorrow. Let's stay up. As it squeaks at me. Tomorrow's that severe potential. Excuse me, it looks like it's more so in the morning, but throughout the afternoon, there could be another line or two making its way through. So I wouldn't say your severe potential is out of the woodworks once we get past the morning. And then overnight Thursday into Friday looks like a bit more of a chance. And then Saturday looks like it's scattered on and off, but more so leaning towards the afternoon and the evening to the overnight for Saturday, not necessarily the morning. And then it looks like it's not going to be clear until at least Monday. And Monday wasn't even 100% clear. So a very unsettled pattern for the next few days, it looks like. Cool. So we're going to take a brief pause. I'm going to refill a drink. We're going to grab a radio. And then I'll be right back. All right, hello. We are back. All right. Gotta figure out why this thing is moving on me. There we go. Cool. So, Raymond, I know we have talked about this many a time, and you're a big advocate, and so am I. Come on, microphone, stay where I need you. Maybe like that will have to do. Okay, cool. Pull that up in here. So we always want the people to be weather ready. And I have an affiliate link, which I believe I forgot to put in the description, of Better Safe Radio. That's where I got my radio from. Now, this radio is an emergency communication style radio, as the creator of Better Safe Radio calls it, an SHTF. Shit hits the fan kind of situation. So that's what this is for. So this particular radio has a lot inside of it. So it comes pre-programmed with a lot of different emergency communication channels and also just general channels out there. So some of the interesting ones as I was looking through this are the UPS drivers. You can actually listen into UPS driver radio chatter, which is kind of interesting. Not programmed into this was my local fire department, but I have that on here now. So that's the Rockland County, where I am from, fire department, which is Rockland County, basically the whole lower Hudson Valley there. They can service. And also, you get the weather radios. Let me bring that one up.
Mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of showers. Lows in the lower 50s. Sunday, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers.
So that's kind of neat that you can have them pre-programmed for you. You can factory reset it if you want, if you just want the radio itself. This is also a custom one from Better Safe Radio, and I will bring that up right now to Better Safe Radio. I actually don't think I've done this before. I'll show you the website. So here is the website for bettersaferadio.com. When SHTF, Better Safe Radio than sorry. Emergency two-way radios. Excuse me. Nice having a little mute button right there. What was I saying? Emergency two-way radios for SHTF, prepping, recreation, overlanding, family, CERT, Aries, race, react, neighborhood watch, public safety, security, disaster preparedness, emergency communication, and business. Official authorized distributor of Wixon, reseller original of this Smiley antenna, which the antennas on these, they do twist and come off. The stock one, they say, is not the best. It's good enough, but not the best one out there. So this other one, Smiley antenna, they're a little bit better and they're shorter. They have a little stubby antenna that performs the same as the stock one. It's just much shorter. And they have some good performing antennas out there. Let me pop this one back on there. Cool. So bettersaferadio.com, you can feel free to enter through, lost my mouse, there we go, the radio shop, and browse either by brand or browse by what you're looking for. So by tier, price range, let's take a look in here. If we're going by tier, price range, maybe you're looking for entry level. And here, keep losing my mouse. By tier, price range, entry level, and we're gonna go with this Wixon one. They're here. KG916. This particular one is $93. So this looks like it is a GMRS radio, which for ham or GMRS, you do not at all need a license to listen. So if you're just looking to get a radio like this for listening into emergency communications, no license needed. GMRS, you do need to get a license. I do have a license. I am a licensed GMRS operator. Ham, you also need a license for, but there's also a test. GMRS, there is no test. You just pay the government the $35 fee, and that's it. For ham, there is a test, which seems, as most people think of it as nowadays, a pointless test, because it's testing your knowledge of a lot of physics things, which I am familiar with as a professional scientist, but not the general public. So that's a pretty hard blockade, I guess you could say. The Star Wars thing. A pretty hard blockade to get into ham radio is this test to get over. But feel free to look around, bettersaferadio.com. And I will update this at the end. And if you look on my previous videos, I do have my affiliate link for nothing, no discount or anything right now. We do decide to run a sale. I'll let you know. But I get a small kickback every time I get a sale through this site. So feel free to look at any emergency communication radios from bettersaferadio.com. Okay, so now time to begin some gaming. See if this setup works now. It was very interesting where just before I went live, the setup did not work. And then after I hit the go live button, it all of a sudden worked. Okay, so you should be hearing me and hearing a mix of just very light background sound of the PS5 and all the little clicks. I hear that in the headset, so that's a good sign already. Alright, we're gonna play some Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And it looks like it's working pretty well right now. Interestingly, I don't hear anything now. I heard the clicks of the menu of the PlayStation. But you should be hearing the game audio, and let me know if you are not. Tornado warnings in the Midwest. Take a peek at that. Bring up some radar scope here. Oh. Well, I can't hear it. So in the streaming software, I do see that audio is coming out. So as I make lightsaber sounds, I am seeing that. Doesn't look the smoothest right now, but it's still definitely watchable. It looks much smoother on the TV. Oh.
Oh, not good.
I did not think there were any enemies in this area.
Come back here! You running from me?
No, you come to me.
So this is my lot in life.
Where'd you go? Anyway, this particular game was not the intention. I was gonna do one of those new game pluses. Oh, there they are. You know, through all the Star Wars stuff, it never really brings to light how deadly a Jedi is. The first time I ever really thought that, I was like, wow, Jedi are really deadly, was when I was watching The Mandalorian, when Luke Skywalker appeared. They did a really interesting storyline where the Mando himself is fighting one of these improved battle droids that is made of Beskar. No, it wasn't made of Beskar. But still, a highly skilled warrior like a Mandalorian put up quite a fight and lost with one of these.
Enemy approaches. Weapon engaged. Assess delivered damage. Damage within acceptable parameters. Initiate belligerent. Pursuing. Beware ricochets.
And
Violent.
help me. Very intense. Got him. There we go. You see, I always forget to text one of my friends who is also a semi-professional game streamer. It's got a funny text. Earlier I got a call that my Medtronic supplies are going to be delayed 3 weeks and they just shipped. That's okay. You go back to focusing. I'm gonna text our buddy Ed right now and see if he would like to watch my game streaming.
What do we do if we encounter enemies? Follow the protocol. Open fire. Defend the Empire. Hope they don't fire first. Got it.
Intruder detected.
I'll pause that real quick. Cool, that worked. Nope, I don't need to watch myself there.
Nobody said our enemies would be Jedi. We're winning this.
It just started.
Someone else get up here.
Chassis damage. Heavy damage.
Yes, I have to stay. Sim! Time to face the dark side. Whew, That was a lot. Dark side is very, very overwhelming. Oh, there's some others that
Your turn! Keep an eye on it! Feeling hurt?
Tim, no!
I missed the target! The rest will be next! We're all out of rocket support!
that thing came out of nowhere.
BD!
Because remember, I'm very deadly. Okay. I think I've cleared all of the unintended enemies that I faced. Oh, no, I did not. No. Oh, I did. It was not. Stormtrooper. Okay. Let me find a meditation spot to save this game. And we're going to do a new game plus. Saw something glowing over here, though. Oh, no, it's just color of this particular horse thingy. Oh, we gotta pet the thing.
It's all right.
Little two-legged cat. It's like a combination of a cat and a fox on two legs. Oh, and a rabbit. Cat, fox, and rabbit. See one over there. I don't want to go that way for meditation, so I'll go back into my home. It's right down here. Meditation. And we're saved. Oh, yeah, so I was trying to look up here also. Those 11 tornado warnings you're talking about. Woo! Yeah. Let me see if I can switch to that real quick. Brief gaming interruption. Oh, you're switching between Stormfront Freaks live stream. I've never heard of that one before. Hang on here. We're going to switch back to some desktop here. So from Star Wars to weather. Boom. Let's go to the closest one here. There it is. Ooh, look at that. That is a hook developing right there. And at the tip of the hook, do we have an observation of a tornado right there? Just a cell. All it's giving me is a cell information, but at least from here on the reflectivity, it looks like a hook. Raymond, what do you want to see out of there? Weather podcast, similar to Weather Brains. I used to do also the weather podcast on Wednesdays at, I think it was 2 p.m. because I used to work part-time when I was doing that. So I would work 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then go home and be live streaming for the weather podcast at 2 p.m. Ah, those were the days. DC is confirmed or not. Correlation coefficient. You got it. Hang on, I can't. That's weird. Why is it not giving me that? Oh, I'm on a air traffic control radar. Let me switch to a National Weather Service one. Let's go with this one. Cool. There we go. Still, there's your hook. Right there. Hook forming. Where's it's there already. We're gonna switch from super res reflectivity to correlation coefficient. There's your correlation coefficient, Raymond. Some interesting little spots there, right? But this is a perfect. Ooh, oh no, microphone moved. I had it in the perfect spot and then I hit it. Okay, there we go. This is also the perfect time that everybody there should have a weather radio. Also, I like to see the velocities. And right there, smack dab in the middle between the greens and the reds. So remember, we have counterclockwise rotation here in the Northern Hemisphere. So we got winds going that way and winds going that way. So there could be a tornado, it looks like, right between those two peaks there. In the middle of the Twin Peaks is where you want to be. All right, let me draw where the spot I'm talking about. Talk about right there. Oh, it has moved. Let me reset. Right in between there. So let's switch back to the reflectivity. On the reflectivity, there's really nothing specific to call that spot out. But on the velocity, it's right between those two peaks. And let's go to the correlation coefficient. There's much there to call it out either. Yes, it does not appear to be on the ground. So that's a good sign. That's when we're looking at the correlation coefficient there. There's nothing really to call out that spot that I'm circling. But if we go to reflectivity, velocity. Lost my mouse again. There it is. Velocity. There we go. In between those two peaks. So this looks up into the atmosphere. So in the upper atmosphere, or at least mid-level and up, it's showing there is wind shear, directional wind shear. And directional wind shear means you have winds in opposite directions moving. And when they slide against each other, that creates a little bit of rotation. That rotation up in the atmosphere is not a tornado. However, that means there could be a wall cloud forming. So when you have that rotation up in the atmosphere, way up there, that's spinning, it's not dropped all the way to the ground just yet. It's spinning in the upper atmosphere. That creates a wall cloud. And when the wall cloud lowers, that's where usually you see the little tornado start spinning. And the tornado is what makes contact with the ground, not the wall cloud. So I would say there is a wall cloud right there. that has not created a tornado because the correlation coefficient doesn't really show anything. And the reflectivity, yes, it's in the middle of quite a storm there, but there's nothing specific to call it out. So I don't think there's anything that would say there's a tornado on the ground. And also, on the correlation coefficient, you can see what's called a debris ball. So I don't see a debris ball on the ground there. I hit the microphone again, and it moved. Probably have to find a way to crimp this down so it doesn't move. I don't like that it does move, and I never did since day one. Other tornado warnings. Let's take a look. Let me get rid of the drawing there. Okay. Let's switch back to reflectivity. Go to the one more north. There's that tornado warning. Nothing really in terms of a hook. Kind of like that, but that's not really the textbook definition of a hook. When we switch to the velocity, nothing really too much there. Correlation coefficient, maybe something, but nothing really too much there. So maybe nothing's really happening there besides some upper level rotation. Here we have confirmed tornado near Troy, Ohio. There's a lot happening here. Let me try and go to an area, another radar out of there. Find Troy. My eyes don't seem to be working well right now. Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, clears Columbus. You said Troy. Dayton. One of these more south tornado warnings. While I have the radar up, I'm just going to switch story modes here on the game. Near the special weather statement. So here. Okay, so if you're talking about that special weather statement, let's take a look at the radar that's closest. That's a traffic control, air traffic, National Weather Service. Here we go. Boom, let's take a look in here. Actually, I can kind of see a hook right in here, so that's very interesting here. So that's the correlation coefficient. Let's take a look at the reflectivity. Yes, I see a hook. Look at that. Right through there. There's a hook. And on velocity, yeah, there's shear right in there. So we got it's showing up on correlation coefficient. We got it showing up on velocity and the hook on reflectivity. I keep hitting this microphone. So there it is. Tornado. In this vicinity where the hook is right there. Lots of lightning happening around there too. To be honest, I've never been on a true tornado storm chase. I've been in places like where I am right now, where I've live streamed during a tornado outbreak that was heading towards me, but I never actually chased a tornado outbreak. So that's kind of like a bucket list thing for me. Meg, are you down? Even if it kills us, we'll go out together. True love right there. Ride or die is what she said. Okay. We'll keep the radar up on the computer there, and I'm going to switch back to the game because I do want to play some more Star Wars. Alright. Back to this. We're going to do New Journey Plus. New perks, new lightsabers, skills, points, and lightsaber stances, abilities, reset. All new abilities found on your journey have been reset. Oh, okay. 3 new perks are available. Purity, Warrior, and Trendsetter. Red and Party lightsaber blades are now available. Skill and point lightsaber. Your skill points have been refunded. Oh. And are ready to be spent again. All lightsaber stances are unlocked. Okay. Let's give it a go. We're gonna up this just a little bit for right now to Jedi Master. I was on Jedi Knight before where everything's pretty even. I'm gonna give myself quite a bit more challenge now. Force interaction hints. Okay, that's fine. Start New Journey Plus. Also, I'm just gonna go back real quick. Look at that scene right there. That is quite a mimicry scene that Star Wars has written in. So this is the Empire taking over the Jedi and trying to eliminate the Jedi. If you look at that scene, it looks very Nazi-like, which is what Nazi Germany was trying to do. They were trying to take over everything. Anything that was symbolic towards Jews. So here, the Empire is taking over the Jedi Temple, which is right there. And those flags look very swastika-y, like. So, a lot of parallels right there. Alright, now we're going to start our New Journey Plus. Okay. And yes, we're going to start it right there. I've only completed 65% of the game in that last one. Felt like so much more. I put 60 hours into the game. Yes, Raymond, I saw your comment. Those are big population centers. stand again. It's not exactly facing my mouth. Now it is. Got an eye on Louisiana, Kentucky, 2 tornadoes. Raymond, do you feel like there's been a lot more tornadic activity this year compared to the past few years? Which also kind of like leads to my theory. Last year, Raymond experienced.
Sarah's on lockdown. State your business. Believe the rumors. The Jedi. We brought him in alive.
Yes, they found a Jedi.
You're clear to move along. We want to keep the senator waiting.
I do kind of like this new gaming
You
setup,
died like the
but
rest of your kind, traitor.
I need a bit more of a comfortable seat. My butt's starting to hurt.
So, where's the handoff?
Darth, this kind of deal is best done in the shadows.
See how
Sure.
this.
But what's to stop the senator from taking our prisoner and chucking us into a sky lane?
So from
We
what I
need to keep
see,
this quiet.
it doesn't look
That's
too
right.
bad.
Sidestepping Inquisitors, one-upping Vader? The
It
guy's
looks like
playing
it's
it
about
dangerously.
30 FPS.
So are we.
What's getting on the to
District is locked
YouTube
down. Senator's orders.
compared to
This
60
way.
FPS.
We're taking a detour.
FPS from what I'm experiencing.
These streets are now closed by order of Senator Sajan. Leave immediately, or you
Like rats in a maze. I don't like it.
Stick with the plan. We'll be fine.
As long as I get paid.
This is also the first time I'm replaying the story in a year.
leave on your
Since it
own, or
came
we
out.
take you in.
These Jedi Fallen
You
Order
can't treat
Jedi
us like this.
Survivor games, they're really good.
Level 2046 has seen better days.
Yeah, they put
What
out
was
a couple
expensive?
glitches here and there,
Someone's
just like
gotta pay for it.
typical EA games.
I am Senator Darho Sajan. I represent
Hard enough to make ends meet in this galaxy.
Not according to the
prosperity
propaganda.
and security.
Pipe down, prisoner.
These are the bedrocks of the Empire. Yet how can we thrive when terrorists threaten
Can't
our
believe I'm
lives?
about to meet a senator.
Lag.
These days, your every house is
Is
facing
it
public.
watchable on your
Something for us.
friends?
And insurgents
We've got something that'll bring him favor with the Emperor.
is our empire. We must all
Could be mobile
I
network
see.
issues. Because from what I'm seeing with the stream,
Very
it's
standard.
lagging a bit, yes.
The officer. The senator's just making sure everything's on the
But
level.
that doesn't look bad.
Emperor
It's
off.
again like 30 FPS, 20 to 30 FPS.
Attention. Level 2046 is now under curfew by order of Senator Sajan. Clear the streets and shelter in place until
So Raymond,
further
on your
notice.
phone, you're switching
Security
between
patrols
my
will
stream and a
detain
couple other
incarcerate anyone
the
who
weather
does not
podcasts.
comply.
It's a lot to do on the phone. What kind of phone you got?
Get over here, Jedi.
The rest of you will stay here.
That wasn't the deal.
Deals change.
Not this one. I come along or we walk.
Only you. The others must wait.
Terrorist.
You gonna let him call you that?
That's enough.
So where'd you find him?
Night market. He was trying to buy a crate of electroproton bombs from a Chagrin arms dealer.
How'd you make the arrest?
Jedi have to sleep, same as us.
When the senator gets a hold of you, he'll wish you were dead.
Always nice to meet a fan.
Ah, those security droids. You know what's really interesting is apparently Boston Dynamics with
This
their
way,
new
Jedi.
robot.
Mind your
I
business.
forgot that he intentionally
The prisoner needs to be in mint condition.
The senator requested I bring the prisoner to him alive. He is breathing, isn't he?
Droids.
Is the district secure?
Yes, Senator.
It better be. Peter's dogs are always sniffing about. Jedi is a rare
Looks like
quarry
my-
these days.
Camera battery's about to die. Let me go grab that real quick. Change that out. And I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Now I'm back. Did I miss anything with any other tornado warnings? Let's show real quick. There's quite an intense one I'm looking at. So this one right here. It looks like it's a quite dense storm. Velocity. Right there. There you go. There's got to be a tornado right in the middle there. So let's draw the thing again. Draw where I think something would be, which would be right about there. Back to reflectivity. Kind of in this, it's not the densest DBZs. And let's go to the correlation coefficient. Nothing too much there. So, Raymond, kind of like we were saying before, it's probably rotation that's aloft, but did not make its way to the ground. very clearly there is shear happening right there. All right, now back to the game.
What else have you brought me? See that he is paid.
It's been a pleasure, Senator. Hope this isn't the last time we get to do business together.
The renegade Jedi Cal Kestis. You have made quite a name for yourself. Sabotaging weapons depots, disrupting supply lines, flaunting this for everyone to see.
Yeah, flaunt those.
A failed coup on Norset. That was your
Flaunt
doing,
those
wasn't it?
lightsabers.
What do you want, Senator?
Flaunt that lightsaber.
A confession? You already know I've been working with Saw Gerrera.
Before I deliver you to the Emperor, you will lead me to the remaining Jedi.
I can't.
Louisville, Kentucky.
It's just me.
No use resisting. I'll find out one way or another. Sometimes all it takes is a speech. But in there, I have other tools at my disposal. Or maybe I'll just use this.
Interestingly, there's
Master's
also a
lightsaber.
tornado warning in Georgia.
Jaro Tapar,
There's one little
a
small
traitor
tornado warning
like
in Georgia.
you. And to think one day our children will ask, what is this thing? This relic of a corrupt institution destroyed by its own arrogance.
Arrogance is a trap a lot of us
I
fall
will
into,
bring
Senator.
that up.
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind it.
So I'm bringing this up here. So this is from Georgia. It's right at the northwest corner of Georgia. Here we go, Atlanta, northwest of that, right at the northwest corner of Georgia. Greens and reds right next to each other. I'm starting to sound like a southerner now, because I might be working in Texas next month. We shall see. Right there. There is shear happening right there. Let's see what the reflectivity shows. Yep, there is definitely a hook happening right there. Let's see what the correlation coefficient shows. There's a lot of activity around that area. So this could make its way to the ground. What do you think, Raymond? That's just almost outside of the marginal risk to boot. True. Yes, very true. So very interesting there. All right, back to the game.
I deliver you to him in pieces. What?
Did you really think you could capture me? You've got classified military intel stored on your yacht. And you just brought it right to me. Thanks, BD.
You'll burn for this.
That's mine.
Stop the Jedi!
Shouldn't have come
Ready for
here.
that.
Take him alive!
Come and get me.
Just one? All they send? One at a time?
I just get it!
That all you got, Senator? Come on out. We'll talk.
Kill the assassin!
What are you doing down there?
Give me more of a challenge than that.
Someone else take him down! Do you think he's afraid of me? That's not possible.
Stances.
Got you! We've got this!
Out of force.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Help, BD!
I don't know if we can win. I actually got him. Okay, I'll go! He broke my shield! Oh no! Oh no, no, no! I hope that hurt.
Dying.
Fight harder! Not there! Assail the intruder! Running all you do? I hit him!
Yeah, you did hit.
Oh, you're not getting away. Feeling weak?
Another.
The pain! More! Too slow! I need a challenge! He's hurting! He's hurting! You can't stop us all! Show me your skill! And fight me! How about that?
I need help.
Can't take a few hits? Step up! It's not over yet! Scared? Aim higher! Death comes for you! Strike him quickly! Challenge me! The shield's been destroyed! Unsteady? Yes, resist!
Not so fast, Senator. Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us. He's coming a little hot. Oh, really hot! Hold
Yeah, let me pause that. Pause the game and show you here. Transition back. So there's the shear. This is almost actually right there. There's some gate to gate shear happening. Thunderstorm warning inside of a tornado warning. Kind of like it's overlapping right about there, but I think the tornado might be right about there. Correlation coefficient for you. Yeah, there's something happening right in there. Activity. Ooh, there's quite a bit of DBZs happening. Was just checking the battery. Still drawing 94 watts. But quite a lot happening right there, and there's pretty much the hook. If you look at the concentration of lightning, it's right there. Let's say there's something happening right there. What should you listen to during a flash flood warning and tornado warning combined? Would tornado warning supersede it? Yes. So on television, according to the FCC, a tornado warning would supersede the flash flood warning. A flash flood warning was considered lower on the risk tier. Tornado warning was the number one top. A tornado warning would actually supersede a hurricane warning. So tornado warning being the very top would supersede a flash flood warning. Because they probably take into account risk to human life. A tornado warning has, according to the FCC, has more risk to human life than a flash flood warning. Which, a tornado is more deadly than a flash flood warning, but a flash flood warning, or flash flood in general, is still pretty deadly. So they're very close, but according to what I had as a meteorologist on television, they would tell us a tornado warning supersedes a flash flood warning.
Okay. These things happen. We gotta get to that yacht. That was a close one, buddy. It's not your fault. Catch up with the yacht.
Doc, where's the senator? His yacht's gone. You see it? Negative. Call it in. What about the prisoner? Could be with the senator. Or he fell. I want confirmation before the senator's comms are back online. See anything? Nothing yet. There should be an entire platoon on these docks by now. Maybe this is a coordinated attack. There he is! Take him out! Fire him! Get him! Move up already!
Stim here. I can't open it. You don't have anything for it, do you?
Interesting. I never went back there.
We gotta find that yacht before the Empire does.
Is it safe up here?
You're gonna disobey a direct command?
I'm just saying. Found you, intruder.
That was...
Whatever intel the senators got stashed, I hope it's worth the risk. You never give up hope, do you, buddy?
It's coming up very shortly is friend that betrayed him. Yes, it's like the perfect trifecta, isn't it? I meant a trifecta of severe weather.
we have eyes on the target? Not yet. Let's go. Move, move, move!
We can rest there.
Let's see if I can get all my skills back. 54 skill points. Okay. Let's 100% start using these. I am on single right now because I think that's all I'm allowed to. Lunging strike. Improved footwork. Okay. Yes, Raymond, that's quite a situation where the flash flood warning tells you to go up, if you're in a multi-story building, go up in terms of stories, but a tornado warning tells you to go to the lowest level. So you have to find the point that's in between going too low for the flash flood warning, but too high for the tornado warning. So right in there. And in sheer panic that you would be experiencing in that moment, yeah, that would be quite intense. Yeah, as I said, in that particular situation. I'm trying to charge throw, dash strike. How would I personally message that to an audience on television? I would probably go along the lines of saying, this is a very deadly situation, and you know your location best. Find that point where you're above the floodwaters, but low enough where you're not going to be in line of the strong tornado winds. Because you have to find that point. Yeah, it's a very dangerous situation. And if you're not in the right mindset, you may just panic and not do anything at all. But that's kind of what you have to do in that particular situation, is not just go into full panic mode, but go into survival mode and know that you have to be above the water but below the wind. So that would be a challenging situation to deliver, or a challenging message to deliver on television. Sure, I'm in front of a camera right now telling you that, but if you're living it, it's a much different situation. I should not have used that point, but there's only one point. I lost one skill point because I don't like the double bladed. I like the single and the dual wield. Crossguard is a very strong strike in this game, but it's also very slow. So if you're dealing with multiple enemies like a usual Jedi deals with, this is not the... Crossguard's not the best. The Force attenuation, or attunement. Let's try and get the basics of these down. Survival. Maximum life increase. Yes, that would be helpful. Maximum life increased. Cool. Stims. Which is funny that the stim is not just a Star Wars thing. Stims in the new Fallout TV series, stims are also a thing. The Georgia tornado warning was downgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning with Tor possible tag. Alright, let's see if that's good enough for now.
Let's keep moving, buddy.
Yes, let's keep moving. There's one extra thing. So I have a double jump, and in the game later on, a double jump and a dash. That doesn't work right now. Maybe it's something. This has happened to me before, where I'm trying to figure out where to go, and I just walked off the edge. Puzzle parts of these games I don't entirely enjoy. Looks like there's something down there, but just from a Jedi jump I can't reach it. for this. Risk a little bit of health. Aim with this. Not it. Stop. I fully beat the game. I just don't know where to go. This, there.
What are we looking for? Suspect's male. Was last seen on Dock 27. He just keeps slipping past.
That stormtrooper went to. He went off the edge, and then I don't know where. Oh, there he is.
Trauma inflicted. Got you.
And we're making some progress.
There's the yacht. Still drifting. That's the spirit, BD. We'll get it.
You want to get a bite after a shift? Sure, I could go for a turbo dog. I heard they make those out of scratch. That's just a rumor.
Sounds good. A turbo
Fine.
dog.
What about that noodle
Who
shop?
wants a turbo dog?
Auger Alley's closed for business. Senator's got something in the works, huh? Ah! Please don't hurt me. How's that possible? Don't blame me. Aren't you worried we'll have to fight an insurgent? No. Someone else will take care of it. I guess that's me.
Trying to figure out where to go. Cincinnati, Ohio, Memphis area, metropolitan area under a tornado warning. Famous super outbreak, 1974. Well, that's quite interesting. Thank you, Raymond. Let's see. Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm just pulling it up before I switch over. I don't know if this is specifically Cincinnati, but I will bring it over right now. And Raymond, let me know if this is it. So there's some sheer over there. Let me bring up the correlation coefficient. There was at one point shear track there, but yeah, it looks like there's something here. All right, at least with Star Wars, my goal was to try and finish this one area. We're calling it, and we're about to call it. Actually, it is 10 p.m. Call it right now. Let me bring that back up. That's ready. Cool. North of downtown Cincinnati. I think the moral of the story is it's quite unsettled for this week. Right. We're pretty much gonna wrap this stream. Go. Let me just bring up one other thing here. Cool. Ready to go? All right. So this was a fun stream. Also, I hope you enjoyed the new kind of look for the gaming forecast live. Overall, for our area, it looks like it is most definitely going to be unsettled through the rest of the week. Tomorrow, there's a severe potential in the morning. So like 7, 8 a.m. in the New York City area. And even extending a little bit outward, going into upstate New York, going into New England. There's a severe potential. Going into the afternoon tomorrow, again, a thunderstorm risk, but maybe not a severe potential. I would say just general garden variety thunderstorms. Later in the day, Thursday, it looks like it's unsettled with some rain, maybe a thunderstorm. Same thing for Friday. Saturday, same thing. Later in the day, we could see some storms. So pretty much this week, the temperatures are rising. We're seeing 60s and 70s. And like today, we saw 80s. 80s is definitely way too warm for this time of the year. Maybe we should see that in a month or two. Anyway, unsettled for this week, so you definitely want to keep an eye to the sky, keep an ear out for the weather app on your phone or on my channel, because I'll be probably doing some shorts here and there to try and keep you all updated through that. A couple other things real quick. Radios. Weather radios are very important because if something happens with severe weather and the cell phone network goes down and the internet goes down, how would you get any kind of severe weather alerts? Well, severe weather radio is independent of any kind of network, because if it's just broadcasting from the National Weather Service, you will be able to receive it on some sort of severe weather radio like this, which is also good to have in terms of any kind of emergency communications as well. I will add my affiliate link in the description below shortly after the stream. All right, so that is going to be a wrap for this evening. I hope everyone had a good evening. We had some Star Wars fun. I got to play with my new lightsaber a little bit. I got to play some Star Wars on the PS5. And we got to talk about some tornadoes. So if you are new to the channel and you want to keep updated with the weather, feel free to hit that subscribe button below and the little bell icon right next to that so you get notified whenever I go live like this, or I just upload a video, or I upload a short like I probably will be tomorrow. All right. So that's going to be a wrap for this evening. This is Chief Meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Stay safe out there throughout the severe potential tomorrow morning. And I will see you all in the next video.